Hello, nieces and nephews. Welcome back to Uncle Charters' channel. Uncle, last time we spoke, Uncle talked about the inside candle setup. As you guys can see here with SPY, it's still inside the chop range, which is 555 to 563. As long as SPY is within that range, Uncle Charters will remain neutral. But when, and I do mean when, we break that range, because eventually we will, that is when Uncle will let you know his lean. But before it happens, I'll let you know now that if we break this range and clear 563, I would be bullish and I would favor us going to new all-time highs. And if we do break down 555, I would favor, some will call this a double top, some will call this a lower high, but either way, we break 555. I am rolling with the bears based on the chop range. Remember, the market moves in the trend phase, aka the expansion phase, and then it phase from the expansion phase, aka the trend phase, to the chop phase, aka the contraction phase. Okay, right now we are still in that chop phase. Based on that range, I favor the next leg or the next multi-day move will come when we break that range. Whether it's up or to the downside, Uncle Charters is ready. Why? Because I know the levels and setups, and I'm going to trade it unbiasedly in real time. Now, there is a sign from the charts, guys. We got a sign, a little bit of communication from the price action. However, I can't see it on the SPY because it's in the chop phase. Can't see it on triple Q, at least not yet. Tesla's looking a bit bearish, but it's not. It's back testing that downtrend line, so it's not too bearish. Bulls still have a shot, depending on what they do today. So I'm not seeing it on Tesla. NVDA is still overall chopping, so I'm not seeing the sign on NVDA. What is this sign, Uncle Charters? The sign of either we're going to be bearish or bullish. And the sign I'm talking about is on none of those charts. It's actually on IWM. Okay? It's on IWM. Now, what's so special about IWM? Well, we have a situation here. Let me zoom in more. If you guys refer to my thumbnail, it says the bearish counterattack. We can see on this chart that the bears have committed a counter attack. What does that mean? Let me show you guys. We go to our friends at Google. We Google bearish counter attack. We can see an image, an example of what a counter attack candlestick is. We got a bullish one. We got a bearish one. It's a 2-candle pattern. Now, we're looking at a bullish one, right? The first candle would be a red one. The second candle would be a green one. And you can see that these two candles close around the same. Does that make sense? So wherever the red candle closes, that's also where the green candle closes, around the same area. That is a bullish counterattack. The bearish counterattack is also a 2-candle, right? Except the first candle is green, and wherever it closed, that's where the red candle closed. In that situation, that's called a bearish counterattack, and it's usually a sign that leads to more downside. Not guaranteed, but based on what this pattern is, it's a bearish one. And we see it on IWM. A bearish counter attack. If IWM is going to turn bearish, it would behoove us to pay attention. And what are the levels to pay attention to for IWM? Well, if this bearish counter attack plays out, I have a fib level support at 219.7. Okay, my 1.382 fib level. If that level breaks down, 218 and 216.7, the next fib level is in play, and below that, I have 215, 213, and 211.8 as targets. So like I said, if we get follow through on this bearish counterattack, then we need to see support fail, 219.7 and 218 to trigger a move to the downside. And if IWM is going to drop, it's a good sign that maybe the other indices will drop too. Not guaranteed. Now, if this bearish counterattack does not show any follow through, we will know this if it clears 222. Because if we clear 222, I would be bullish on IWM. Okay, guys, I would be bullish on IWM if it clears 222 and the bearish counterattack is invalidated. All right. So trader unbiased, we clear 222, look to long. If we break down 219.7 and 218, look to short. So just keep this bearish counterattack in mind. I thought that was a very interesting pattern. And I'm very interested to see if the next day or two, if it's going to play out. We move on to SPY. And like I said, the range is still the same, 555 to 563. Anything in between, Uncle is staying neutral. We are in the chop phase. The next multi-day leg, the next multi-day move, the next swing tradable move will come when we finally break this range. Don't argue with the price action. We've seen this concept play out many, many times. Okay, you guys are experienced. Okay, a lot of you guys that's watching my video right now, you guys been at this for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You guys know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't already, please look into about the expansion and the contraction phase of the stock market. Learn about that so you can level up. All right, we move on to triple Q. You guys can see we almost had a double top around 473.2-ish. Okay. If we break down 475 and 473.2, Uncle Charters is bearish, and I'm favoring a drop all the way down to 468 and 466. If this is a double bottom, all right, I will only trust the bounce if we clear 476, 477.5, 479, and 480.4. Those are resistant levels. So I trust the bounce when we can clear resistant levels, especially levels that we lost yesterday. Let's see if it can recapture. But like I said, if we break down 475 and 473.2, look too short. Tesla, it did backtest the downtrend line, which is not actually a bearish thing. But if it breaks down 212 and 210, that is a very bearish thing. False breakout setup. Okay, bears are in control below that trend line. So 212 and 210 fail, look to short. If we are going to trust the bounce, then it needs to clear 214 and especially the fib level at 216. If those levels clear, look to long. NVDA, overall consolidating. From here, 127, 128.5, and still the fib level at 130 must clear. We need that daily chart close above those levels. If it does, then I would favor bullishness. I would favor more upside. Right now, it's looking a bit weak on the bulls end. And if it breaks out 125 and 123, bears take control. We break down 125 and 123, bears take control. All right, guys, real quick, let's take a look at the dark pool. 562.32 is where majority of activity came in. So add that level to your charts, guys. Triple Q, 58% of activity came in at 475.3. There's overall most of the activity right there. The other 22 is around 480.19. Yeah. Let's check out IWM as well since we covered it today. 220.23, 75% of activity came right there, around there. NVDA, 126.46, 98% of activity. And Tesla, 213.2. Amazing. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll have another video out later today. So I'll see you guys then. Good luck.